Hey, what's up, boys and girl? So, my YouTube channel kinda needed some action, and I just so happened to recently have ripped on a pretty powerful character, and it's a pretty straightforward rip, although it teaches a pretty valuable lesson, so I thought maybe a review would be in handy for some of you. And I'm gonna play the video first, and then I'm kinda gonna talk about it for a little bit, because hopefully you won't realize immediately what happened, although it is straightforward. Alright, so let's play the video. And yes, I'm wearing the same shirt, and I
I think
messed
it's
everything
just
up.
random.
Probably. Whoa, I died.
What?
Really?
Yeah, Igna and... Alright, so, a couple things. First, real overconfidence, right? Well, I wouldn't really call it overconfidence. I was really confident with the character. It is honestly one of the... It's probably the strongest character I've ever played, honestly. If the next league comes along and this will still be available, this is definitely the build that I'm going to be playing. So, overconfidence, especially in this tier of maps. You know, I had really, I thought, sufficient defenses, and as it turns out, 95% of the time, my defenses were sufficient. But, yeah, a couple of things that happened here that will hopefully teach you a lesson, as they have taught me a lesson definitely now, is to take everything into account. Even if you've got a pretty strong character, you have to remember the mobs in this game can crit. It's not a high chance, but they can. So going to the room, I
think
thought
it's
there
just
is
random.
no way I could ever die in any circumstance, considering that I pretty much killed the boss immediately. That's why I so confidently ran into the room. But this is something that would potentially save me about 2-3 seconds in the long run, but have cost me my character. So if you see my expression down here, right, this is the other Rise, same shirt, other Rise, you know, still in prison. I'm killing stuff pretty freaking quickly. I see the boss pops up. You can see me look over at the boss. I'm looking at the boss, and then at this point, I knew that I have fucked up. There's an Igna that I have not noticed until now, and you can see I immediately turn my head, and I am no longer looking at the boss, and I do not see this projectile coming. But like I said, going into the fight, I thought there is no way of me dying. I have a lightning coil. I have a taste of hate up. I have iron skin granite up. So this is sufficient physical defenses, right? Everything's pretty on point. And yeah, I stopped looking at the boss because of the Igna. Maybe I would have played it differently. Maybe not. My pathing should have definitely been different. But I freaked out about the Igna that in this scenario had no impact. Oh, let me play some music. Had no impact on the entire thing, right? And you can see, whoa, I that.
What?
Really?
Yeah. The Igna doesn't even hit me. The boss just barely clips me with his AoE, and he crits, resulting in a tiny split-second shock due to my lightning coil, which without it, it would have been an insta-death. And then the burn just finishes me off, and the Igna really doesn't do anything. Right? Here we go. The projectile, we're just like barely away from it. You can see that the AoE just barely clips me. 277 life. I'm ignited. I'm shocked just for a second, but it's enough to instantly, well, almost instantly kill me. And yeah, like I said, straightforward. But this is the 5% or so chance that the mob has to, you know, the chance that he has the opportunity to kill you. I wanted to roll a shock flask, although in this scenario I don't think it would have helped me with 200 life. Even without the shock, I would have died pretty instantly, considering the hugeness of this crit. So always scout out boss rooms is essentially what I'm trying to say, because rogue exiles don't happen often. But you know, once in 1,000 maps you will get a rogue exile in the boss room. And then even if you're 100% confident that nothing can kill you, remember that the mobs can still crit. There's always that 2, 3, 4, 5% chance, and you will lose your character meaning that you have to make it all over again. Sure, you can get lucky and this might not happen to you, but on a road to like a level 100 or something like that, really it's all about avoiding, like trying to steer the RNG your way, you know? Trying to always be a little bit on top of random events. And I thought I was, but I wasn't, so I died. But yeah, hope you learned something from this. I thought, again, it was a fun rip. And, you know, maybe we'll do this more often if you guys enjoyed this format of videos. But thank you very much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye!